Unfortunately, the only way any of you fat, disgusting morons are going to see any TNA is to watch Spike TV.
Very unkind words for the great fans that have turned out here in Danville from Maverick Matt Bentley as the bell sounds and we have the first ladies one-on-one singles match sanctioned by the UWF to date as TNA Knockout Traci takes on Amber O'Neal.
I think both women are very aware of the historical significance and what this match could do is setting the mark in the future for not only the UWF and TNA, but TNA on Spike as well.
Amber O'Neal, one of the few competitors in the UWF that is not a regular for TNA. She is one of the most in high demand independent female wrestlers in North America right now. Wrestles all over the country, most recently on Shimmer. Women's Athletes, the great promotion put together out in Chicago by Dave Prazak. Wrestles all over the country and has wrestled Traci Brooks several times before. No stranger to each other are Amber O'Neal and Traci.
Yeah, many of you may be familiar with Traci, but many of you may be seeing the lovely Amber O'Neal for the first time ever. Amber was actually trained by the great Leilani Kai and has wrestled just about everyone under the sun, from Leilani to
Mickey James,
Wendy Richter to Bambi, and right now she's lighting up Traci Brooks.
Traci, one of the original TNA knockouts, divas if you will, and it looks like Amber is going to disrobe Traci.
Amber gives these fans what many of them came here to see.
And a little shot to the ample derriere.
Traci, so far, I would say, is being one-upped by the non-TNA regular.
There are no words for that, Grant Sawyer.
I did the best I could. And Matt Bentley is making his way to the back with Traci.
He's taking Traci by us. A little hug. Right here in front of the entranceway, a little strategy being talked over.
Well, these fans are going to be screaming for a refund if they don't get a conclusion of this Amber O'Neal and Traci Brooks match.
Matt Bentley now going to air his grievance with referee.
Boy, does this not seem a bit unfair? Amber O'Neal doesn't have anyone in her corner. Matt Bentley obviously giving Traci an extremely unfair advantage here.
Traci going for a double axe handle. Amber ducked out of it, connected with a shoulder tackle to the rib cage, and now a couple of elbows. Amber O'Neal thus far very sharp on her game. You gotta wonder, Grant, if nerves are gonna play a part in this. One of the most high-profile matches of Amber's career to this point, and Matt Bentley once again interjects himself.
And I think you could say this for any wrestler, but the first time they step inside the six-sided TNA ring, their game plan completely changes because all the dynamics are completely different.
That is a great point. Amber is at the disadvantage, being the only person on the event tonight to have never been inside the six-sided ring before.
Boy, that hair pull was illegal as all get out, but it certainly was effective.
Traci looks like she hurt herself kicking Amber O'Neal.
Yeah, she deserves it.
Lazy cover, only gets a count of 2.
Yeah, you've got to hook the pin, hook it tight if you expect it to count against an athlete the likes of Amber O'Neal.
As you said, trained by Leilani Kai, one of the toughest female wrestlers ever, and has been in the ring with all the greats in women's wrestling in 2006, including Traci Brooks. But the story from the match thus far has absolutely been Matt Bentley interjecting himself, and he is dangerously close to Amber right now.
Boy, Traci drove the knees into the back of Amber O'Neal, and you could see the pain etched across Amber's face there.
A couple more of those double knees, and she may not need the assistance from Bentley.
Yeah, but Bentley was the one that turned the tide in this contest. Amber had everything going her way until Matt Bentley interjected himself.
Only a count of 2, making Amber waste the energy to kick out again.
And because of the actions of Matt Bentley, he alone has pretty much taken the crowd out of it. They wanted to see a one-on-one competitive women's contest for the first time ever under the UWF banner, and Bentley has pretty much deprived them of that.
Traci using everything she's got to her advantage to distract the official, but Amber's still up. Schoolgirl only gets a count of 2. Takes the legs out.
Jackknife pin, going for it again, but once again, just a 2 count.
Wink covers. Oh, big time clothesline from Traci.
She runs right through her with that clothesline and once again maintains the advantage.
Amber looking for any pinning combination that she can get. She knows what a victory on this show will mean for her future. Conceivably, this could get her in the door at TNA. She's already here at this live event, but a victory in this situation could be a ticket to Orlando.
You're exactly.
A ticket to Spike TV.
You're exactly right. Amber O'Neal, really a cemented, concrete victory here tonight could land her on national television 7 days from now.
Matt Bentley cheering on his teammate, Traci Brooks.
I don't think it matters how many times Matt Bentley slaps the mat. Amber O'Neal has not tapped out, and she's not gonna tap out as far as I'm concerned.
Amber trying to sneak out of this chin lock. Traci Brooks.
Amber O'Neal hammering away to the midsection, off the ropes, and Traci Brooks kick right to the midsection. You almost have to wonder, with the 6-side ring coming to play there, did it lead to hesitation on Amber's part when it comes to running the ropes? But big DDT by Amber O'Neal.
Vertical suplex blocks, and Amber puts Traci through the mat with that DDT. Both girls are down.
Amber O'Neal, no support in her corner except for these fans here. But Matt Bentley screaming, pounding on the mat in support of Traci.
Referee up to 5. 6. Looks like Traci up to her knees. Amber still down on the canvas. Both girls back up to a vertical base, and Amber lights up the chest of Traci Brooks.
Amber O'Neal, big clothesline takedown, and a second one.
Determination on that clothesline. Only gets 2. You've got to give it to Amber O'Neal, on top of her game tonight in Danville. Hits the ropes, big shoulder tackle, turns Traci inside out.
Going for another count, but once again, just a 2.
Every opportunity to get that victory, Amber is jumping on. She knows what this victory could mean to her career. Elbow to the face. Traci now going to the ropes. First time the ropes have been in play in this contest, and a face buster off the second rope.
That could be it right now. Traci Brooks just has the presence to get over there, make a cover.
watch Spike TV.
Another mixed tag team attraction, as last night in Danville, all night long, Matt Bentley was the difference maker for Traci Brooks. At no point in the contest did Amber O'Neal know what was coming next from Matt Bentley. So what did she do? She went and got the one athlete in TNA and the UWF that you never know what to expect from next in the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy.
Exactly right. TNA, if they've proven one thing tonight, it's they're going to put on some one-of-a-kind matches, and they don't get any more one-of-a-kind than this matchup, as right now, Jeff Hardy and Traci are squaring off.
Traci's trying to maneuver and manipulate Jeff Hardy.
But no one can maneuver like Jeff Hardy, who's right now maneuvering to make the tag to Amber O'Neal.
This does not bode well for Miss Traci at all. Jeff Hardy's not built like that. And Amber exposing a little bit of the chest of Traci and lights it up.
I think the crowd enjoyed that as much as they did seeing the NASCAR guys.
Amber is decorating the chest of Traci Brooks with those chops.
Amber definitely looking for some payback after last night's festivities, and she's sure getting it here in the early going.
Double chop!
Of course, a lot of the crowd may be somewhat unfamiliar with the lovely Amber O'Neal because she has yet to be really featured on a regular basis on TNA on Spike, but she's certainly a homegrown Mid-Atlantic wrestler and more than capable to match up with Traci one-on-one.
Absolutely. Former world women's champion for the FWA over in England, has been all over the country and the world, and now making her second appearance for the UWF and TNA in Martinsville, Virginia, as once again Bentley is having second thoughts about this whole affair and looking to maybe escort Miss Traci out.
Of course, we don't have lumberjacks in this match to prevent this, and it looks like Bentley and Traci are going to take the count out while Jeff Hardy and Amber O'Neal look on.
They took off! What kind of sportsmanship is that?
Well, this crowd is not going to be happy if they don't get to see the conclusion of this matchup.
Wait, Bentley's trying to negotiate. Well, these officials in the UWF are not going to negotiate with anybody. You're going to do it by the book or you're going to get thrown out.
Bentley needs to make up his mind what him and Traci are going to do. Are they going to hightail it out of here or are they actually going to wrestle?
Bentley was having second thoughts. He didn't want to miss out.
He grabbed Amber.
Good God! Amber slaps the taste out of Matt Bentley's mouth.
And very smartly making the tag to Jeff Hardy, who is all over Matt Bentley.
Shoulder tackle takes the charismatic enigma down. Sleeper rides him all the way to the canvas. You will see more unorthodox, unique maneuvers from Jeff Hardy than anyone else on the roster. bell to bell, Jeff Hardy will deliver for you, as he has proven at enigmatic arrival. He sent Shannon Moore, who had been the biggest thorn in the side of Hermie Sadler. He sent Shannon Moore packing.
That's exactly right. And right now, I think he wants to do the same to Matt Bentley. Reversal by Bentley, and Traci tries to sweep the leg of Jeff Hardy, and Matt Bentley capitalizes on it.
Face plant. Sometimes you hear it called a flatliner or an overchain. Call it effective as the face of the chin of Jeff Hardy just ate the canvas.
Boy, make no mistake, the favorite to this crowd is definitely the duo of Amber and Jeff Hardy.
Boy, Amber O'Neal is getting this crowd even more rabid than they already were to see Jeff Hardy make that tag or mount some offense.
Of course, Amber O'Neal and Jeff Hardy have actually been friends for a very long time, but here tonight is the first time they've ever actually been able to team up together.
Of course, Jeff out of Cameron, North Carolina, made his name in the old Omega circuit. Amber O'Neal has been all over the Carolinas, Virginia, and the Southeast for the better part of 5-6 years now. Their paths have crossed, but this is the first opportunity they've had to team together.
Jeff Hardy trying to get a vertical base and hammer his way out of it, but a simple yank of the hair takes him right down.
Cover only gets a count of 2.
Of course, Jeff Hardy breaking out the dreadlocks tonight. I guess Amber's breaking out the hot.
Amber always breaks out the hot, Grand Sir.
Matt Bentley just trying to stomp and choke the life out of Jeff Hardy in the corner, threatening our official as well. Oh, he's not threatening, he's just merely providing the distraction as Traci gets her hands on Jeff Hardy.
Traci going for the choke. Amber wants to get over there to break it up. The official cuts her off. And Jeff Hardy now taking around the world and dropped hard on the canvas with a neck breaker.
Lateral press by Bentley with just a 2 count.
Bentley got deep on that neck breaker and used all of his own body weight and force to twist and drive Hardy into the canvas, and now putting all his weight on that neck. Bentley looks to be working on the neck.
Bentley being very smart here, trying to wear down Jeff Hardy and contain some of that charisma, some of that energy that Jeff Hardy possesses.
Hardy fights out of the hold, tries to send Bentley to the corner. That's not gonna work for Jeff.
Whisper in the wind. Both men down, both men, I guess, in need of a tag. You gotta think Matt Bentley is gonna be a little more fresh right now, but that whisper in the wind can take a lot out of you.
Jeff Hardy may not look like the biggest guy in the fight, but he's tall, he's lanky, and he is deceptively strong when he comes off the ropes with all that weight.
And he's so unorthodox, you never know which direction he's coming from.
Precisely, he comes off the ropes with all that weight, it'll take the wind out of you as Bentley is down in the corner, and Amber is putting the hurt on Traci Brooks.
Yeah, the girls are in, and Traci is not getting the better of it.
Well, she turned Traci inside out on that shoulder block. I gotta say, Amber O'Neal has looked fantastic on her debut weekend. Side Russian leg sweep, beautiful, makes the cover. 2, but Bentley's there to break up the fall.
Just a 2 count, but like you said, Amber O'Neal proving this weekend why she does deserve to be on TNA, on Spike, each and every week. And Bentley with Amber, miscommunication as Traci slapped Bentley, and now Jeff Hardy, look at this!
Double boot! Big time! DDT! And a twist of fate! Double cover! And a double 3 count!
The team of Jeff Hardy and Amber O'Neal convincingly victorious over Matt Bentley and Traci.
I tell you what a treat it would be to see more of Amber O'Neal and more of the TNA knockouts in the UWF in the future, and it is always a treat to have the charismatic Enigma with us. A big win for Jeff Hardy and Amber O'Neal.
It features one of the TNA knockouts, Miss Traci Brooks and Matt Bentley.
A few of the fans in Morris Brooksville breaking out the Bentley bounce, Jeff Harris.
I don't know if it's Bentley the bounce or is it the Brooks bounce?
That's an excellent point. Nevertheless, Traci Brooks is bouncing her way to ringside. Maverick Matt doesn't like that too much, though.
I believe their opposition is planning to bounce them right out of here tonight, though.
That's a great point. You people feeling the Bentley bounce on the Maverick?
Of course, we have a lot of fans here tonight from Orlando that specifically drove up for our Mooresville, North Carolina first appearance with TNA.
Well, I'll tell you, not just because it's my home state as well as your guys' home state, but it really is, it's a great feeling for TNA to be in North Carolina for the very first time.
It certainly is. Matt Bentley's having a great feeling right now, too.
I'm having a great feeling just watching it.
You know, all you hillbilly, redneck, smelly pieces of trash could only wish that you had a woman like this. Like you have absolutely no reason to be wearing a tank top. Look at yourself. Hey, what did you do? When you got up in the morning, did you look in the mirror? Honestly, when you got up and you got your mirror in front of you, wouldn't you just look and go, holy crap, I'm ugly. And it's not just him, it's all of you. I mean, take a look around. Take a look around. None of you have any teeth. None of you have any hygiene.
Jeff Harris, why are you looking at Grant?
I mean, I just want to get this over with because I can't stand the smell anymore. And their opponents, he's the original player from the Himalayas, Sonjay Dutt, and Miss O'Neill.
Well, a rivalry that does not go quite as far back as Chris Sabin and Petey Williams, but one that has really caught steam on the UWF events is Traci Brooks against Amber O'Neill, and North Carolina's own Amber O'Neill. We talked about the feeling we all have being in our home state for TNA. You know those butterflies have got to be compounded for Amber O'Neill.
Certainly so, the first time she's ever stepped inside the 6 sides of the TNA ring in the state of North Carolina.
Amber's had several matches in the past with Traci Brooks. Some singles, some of these mixed tag team matches.
If you've been a regular follower on the Hermie Sadler UWF TNA releases on DVD, you're well aware of the situation that has arisen there. We've seen Amber along with Jeff Hardy, and like you said, some singles competition. Traci Brooks has certainly seemed to have her number so far, but Amber has looked very, very good in those showings.
I wouldn't necessarily say that Traci Brooks has had her number. I would actually have to give the edge on that one to the Maverick Matt Bentley,
Fair enough.
who has never hesitated to get involved and lend a hand to Miss Brooks.
Traci Brooks has certainly not defeated Amber O'Neill on her own athletic acumen, shall we say. It's all been because of Matt Bentley.
I think I'm looking at her acumen right now.
And her and that shirt have 2 things in common. They're both full of one another.
Fair enough. Sonjay Dutt getting the crowd rallied behind him. We talked about the history between the ladies in this one. Sonjay Dutt and Matt Bentley have got some history as well. Sonjay Dutt has got a couple of singles victories over the Maverick in X Division competition here on the UWF events. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic that Sonjay has seemingly got the better of Matt Bentley in their meetings. Traci has seemingly got the better of Amber in their meetings. A unique dynamic for this tag match.
We saw Petey Williams and Chris Sabin exemplify everything the X Division is about in our opener. And now Sonjay and Matt Bentley, two athletes that are very familiar with that same division.
Of course, Sonjay Dutt was also a member of Team USA in the World X Cup. Went down at the pay-per-view just a couple of weeks ago with an ankle injury. Looks to be moving around all right tonight.
It's certainly good to see Sonjay back up on his feet. Hopefully he will take a pivotal part in Slammiversary coming up in just 3 weeks' time.
Gonna relax and let Bentley do his thing for right now.
Bentley definitely in no hurry to get this match started. He's using a stalling tactic, try to slow some of that crowd reaction. Was 100% behind Sonjay and Amber.
I can't imagine where Bentley would get that cockiness from, considering who his trainer is.
I don't know, those stalling. Did he go to the Heartbreak Academy or the Sabisco Academy? Sonjay all over the Maverick and mocking Matt Bentley a little bit.
If Matt Bentley thinks he's going to psych out Sonjay Dutt, he better come up with another game plan.
Sonjay, we always talk about and always see all his high flying, absolutely incredible moves, but right there was some basic wrestling. A nice takedown. He spun around, floated all over Bentley, making him look humiliated right here in Mooresville. Now Bentley trying to do some of his own, working on that arm.
I tell you though, Sonjay is not just quick, he is sudden. And that quickness can come into play at any time. That is what makes him so dangerous in there.
Of course, on paper, Sonjay Dutt and Amber O'Neal may not look like the most traditional of tag teams, but the one thing about them, both of them almost always have smiles on their faces. They love the sport and professional wrestling. They're happy to be there.
A stark contrast to that constant growl on the face of Matt Bentley.
Oh, we're getting some Hindu squats in. He's warming up. Hindu squats. Firing it up for another tackle. Not enough to take Bentley down.
Well, Sonjay is going to be outmatched physically in almost every match he's in because he is so small in stature, but he more than makes up for that in his size, in his heart, and his speed.
Sonjay is telling Bentley to hit the ropes and he can absorb the blow.
Nice move by Sonjay. Used his brain instead of his brawn. He sends Bentley all the way into the ring barrier.
Bentley caught the rail and Traci Brooks is bouncing to his aid.
Brad, if I go down there and hit the rail, will she bounce on me too?
I think it would be worth the bump.
I think we would have fans hurling themselves at the barricades any moment now if that was the case.
I'd hurl myself into oncoming traffic. You kidding me?
Bentley and Traci Brooks trying to regroup now on the outside. Bentley, wait a minute, he just signaled he's leaving.
Bentley is not having a good night in Mooresville thus far.
You can kiss that paycheck goodbye if you walk out of here, though.
He took a mean lick when he went out of those ropes. I mean, he went clear from the ropes to the rail. He never touched anything in between. Maybe he's decided this was enough. He didn't get it up. He didn't get enough for this tonight.
It's going to be an easy night for Sonjay and Amber O'Neal, it looks like.
Crowd's starting to count along. Bentley looks to be having second thoughts about it.
Of course, one of our senior officials, Brian Hemmer, not putting up with any of this junk by Bentley and Traci.
Does this all go back to the game plan that you alluded to, Jeff Harris? Is he still trying to psych out Sonjay? Not so much physically, but trying to get him out of his game plan.
It's definitely heading in that direction. I mean, there's no doubt about it that Sonjay can outfly Matt Bentley. And now, wait a minute, we're going to see some girls in the ring. Traci Brooks has taken the place of Matt Bentley, and there's the tag to bring in the lovely Amber O'Neal.
Well, I tell you, any tag to Amber's a hot tag.
The city of Mooresville could not be happier right now.
Traci a little self-conscious. I can understand that.
Amber alluding to what has had surgery and what has not.
I can vouch for that, Grant Sawyer. Side headlock.
How much did you pay for that download?
It was worth it. And Traci Brooks loses her balance. The more experienced loses her balance. She may be a little too top heavy.
Amber O'Neal going for the backslide, has her down, but wants to give just a 2 count.
Nice leg sweep by Amber. Another cover. Another quick 2.
Well, I tell you, the knockout that's under a TNA contract is at this point, well, maybe I spoke too soon, but was getting upstaged by our own Amber O'Neal.
Flatliner by Traci Brooks takes Amber down. I was actually about to say that almost every time we've seen Traci and Amber in the ring, we've pretty much seen Amber out-wrestle Traci, and it's only been because of Matt Bentley that Traci's able to get anything done.
I don't think there's any doubt about that. I think that's exactly the situation that we've seen. Amber has consistently out-wrestled Traci Brooks, but Matt Bentley is always there for the assist.
Traci Brooks slamming that left arm of Amber into the canvas. Maybe that's going to be our game plan here today. Of course, Traci may not be very familiar with the reconstructive knee surgery Amber had back in the year 2003.
She's also been grabbing a handful of hair every time she can of Amber, handing the arm over to Matt Bentley. We get a little illegal teaming here, breaking that arm of Amber over the shoulder of Matt Bentley. Traci Brooks following it up with an arm drag. I think we're definitely seeing a game plan here, Brad, working on Amber's arm.
Turned Amber all the way inside out on that arm drag. She ended up on her face.
Of course, the game plan she's brought into action before against Amber has not worked, so maybe her and Bentley actually got together earlier today and made more of a concrete game plan, knowing that they were going to have to face Amber and whoever her tag team partner was going to be.
Good wrestling right now from Traci Brooks, using her body weight, using those knees to work over the arm of Amber.
Brooks gonna go for that move again, handing that arm over to Bentley to crank across his shoulder.
Sonjay inadvertently hurting his tag team partner as Bentley and Traci Brooks continue to go to work on the left arm of Amber.
You know, it is so easy for us sitting up here in the skybox to say that, but in the heat of the moment, you just don't think about it. How many times have we seen a partner rush the ring and accidentally hurt their own partner's chances in the ring? The heat of the moment, you just don't think that way.
Certainly, I don't blame Sonjay for that at all. You see it happen in the most well-oiled of tag team units. And look at this.
Brooks tried to go for that again, the setup, but Amber able to reverse it. Now, Matt Bentley is cranking on the arm of his own partner, Traci Brooks.
Bentley is very proud of himself.
Traci's not, though. Look at her.
Traci is hurting. Kick to the sternum.
Wait a minute. Oh!
Hello!
Oh, it's a double noggin knocker, taking both Traci and Bentley to the outside.
Matt Bentley won't be moving fast after that.
Amber and Sonjay controlling the ring right now.
Amber does need a few minutes to probably recompose herself. You can see how much pain she's feeling in that left arm.
Yeah, I got to admit that taking a few seconds on the outside might not only benefit Traci and Matt, but might also benefit Amber. But it looks like that arm may be giving her problems if she tags out to Sonjay.
Wise tag at this point after taking all that punishment. It's a tag team match. Purpose of a tag team is work together as a team. If you take a beat, get out of that ring and you can make a tag.
I don't know if Bentley's had full time to recuperate from his injury.
Bentley backs Sonjay right back into the corner. Goes for the punch, but Sonjay ducks at her. Now he's delivering the big rights.
Sonjay avoids the contact and fires away. Once again, avoids the contact.
Incredible agility of Sonjay Dutt, and he stays one step ahead of Matt Bentley.
Well, I'll tell you, from match to match and event to event, Sonjay Dutt has impressed me as much as anyone on the UWF roster.
He's hitting move after move. Now he's got that arm interlaced. Going to the top, gonna walk the top rope. Wait a minute. Traci Brooks trying to distract him.
Oh, good gracious.
Oh!
I guess that's Bentley's version of a payback.
What happened? I was distracted.
As Sonjay Dutt lands very gingerly across the top rope.
I hope Traci hadn't distracted him too long before that.
That was really not even a clean shot, but the first shot at all Matt Bentley has been able to secure on Sonjay Dutt.
I need to stay focused, man. There's three things in the world that I really love. Tag team wrestling, and Traci's got the other two.
Matt Bentley's hoping to make this tag team match tonight a victory for himself and Traci Brooks. He's putting a beating on Sonjay now thanks to Traci's distraction at ringside. Now he's got him bent over in a surfboard type maneuver.
Amber trying to get this crowd behind Sonjay. Bentley going for a cover. Brian Hebner right there and only gets two.
Bentley now is positioning Sonjay Dutt back to his own corner, exactly where Sonjay does not want to be.
Some rumbles of let's go Sonjay.
Traci Brooks lending a helping hand, choking Sonjay out on the top rope as Bentley is distracting the referee.
Brian Hebner got to do his job. He's got to keep Amber in her corner. Only a count of two.
But Bentley and Traci were really able to slow the tide down on this one once they were finally able to get the momentum back on their side.
Do you think Jeff Harris and Traci would have got in one good shot instead of just a choke? But she'd have had one good shot to lay one in on Sonjay if that would have made a difference on that 2 count.
I don't know, I'll tell you what, Grant was talking earlier about that heart that Sonjay's got. That's one thing of a man his stature. You gotta have a bigger heart than anything, and that's one thing he does. I don't think it's gonna take a punch to keep that man down.
Sonjay into the buckle, avoids the contact again. Springboard, and 2 feet in the face on the drop kick.
This is the break that Sonjay wanted. He slowed it down from Matt Bentley, but he's on the wrong side of the ring to make that tag.
Yeah, does he have enough left in the tank to get over there and make the tag to Amber O'Neal? She wants it bad.
Wait a minute, Traci Brooks pulling her off the side of the ring to prevent the tag from Sonjay.
Amber never saw it coming.
She tried to get her hands out to protect herself, but I don't think it worked. She hit the ground, not even the apron, but the ground hard.
Sonjay able to deliver some rights, but a reverse puts him into the ropes. Coming back off the other side, able to get his elbow up in time. Oh, nice reverse atomic drop into the ropes. And a clothesline. Where is he getting this from?
Sonjay cleaning house on Matt Bentley, but right now it's a handicap match because his partner's still down the outside. Outside moonsault.
Gorgeous moonsault. Cover. 2. Only 2.
Sonjay must need some spinach in between there. I ain't never seen somebody come back so strong, so fast.
The three of us in the booth starting to step on each other's words a little bit. There's a lot going on in this tag team bout. And Amber is looking in bad shape on the floor, trying to pull herself back up.
No one home in the corner for Sonjay. Bentley moves out of the way.
Sonjay, I think, tried to brace himself for the impact, but he still caught the buckle.
Bentley looks to be setting him up here as he places Sonjay up high on the top turnbuckle. Sonjay trying to fight it though.
Headbutt by Sonjay. He's breaking out anything to try to prevent that off the top move.
DDT! Sonjay hooks Bentley with a DDT off the rope.
This is down. Oh, I can't believe it.
Well, he DDT'd Matt Bentley all the way to the other side of the ring, and Sonjay really needs to make the tag. Amber now back on the ring apron, but still does not look to be 100%.
You mentioned that reconstructive knee surgery in 2003, and I think that knee hit the concrete.
Bentley ducks down, drop Sonjay all the way over. Did you see his back smack against the ring apron?
Boy, that's a bad break for Sonjay. He tried to skin the cat and could not hang on. Amber trying to get to Traci, but you can tell that knee is giving her problems. She's starting to pick up steam a little bit.
Nice double leg takedown by Amber. Now she's just going to go to the fist.
Well, Amber fighting through the pain and trying to fight through the head of Traci Brooks.
These girls are throwing some haymakers. Amber not only out wrestling, but out fighting Traci Brooks at this point.
Oh, look at this from behind Matt Bentley with Amber.
Got her by the hair. Now he's going to pick her up.
Disgusting, absolutely disgusting on the behalf of Matt Bentley. Look at this. My God.
Backtrack from Sonjay. 2. Oh, Traci.
Amber O'Neal would have pinned Matt Bentley right then and there.
Traci makes the save. Sonjay scored with the backtracker on Bentley. And now Sonjay has got Traci.
Oh no, didn't give her a punch, he gave her a kiss. A lip lock.
Caught the super kick. Drop kick to the